Welcome to the Wellness Warrior channel, where your health is our mission. Did you know that every cell in your body is like a tiny engine that runs on fuel? And the premium fuel that keeps everything running smoothly is none other than oxygen. But what happens when your fuel gauge starts to drop? It's not like your body has a warning light that starts flashing, or does it? Today we're diving into a topic that's as vital as the air we breathe, quite literally. We're talking about the oxygen in your blood and the 8 warning signs that might suggest your levels are running low. These signs are your body's way of whispering, "Hey, I need a little more O2 here." But before we go ahead, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Join us on this journey to better health, and let's keep those engines running at their best. Unusual breathlessness. When it comes to the oxygen in our blood, there's a delicate balance that needs to be maintained for our bodies to function optimally. It's not just about having enough oxygen, it's also about how effectively it's transported to our organs and tissues. This brings us to the first sign that might indicate a dip in your blood oxygen levels. Unusual breathlessness, also known as air hunger. Air hunger is that unsettling need for more breaths, even when you're at rest or doing activities that normally wouldn't cause you to be out of breath. It's a sensation that can creep up on you, leaving you gasping for air in the quiet of the night or panting after a simple walk up the stairs. This isn't the same as the breathlessness you feel after a sprint or a vigorous workout, which is your body's natural response to increased demand for oxygen due to exertion. That type of breathlessness resolves with a few deep breaths and a moment's rest. Air hunger, on the other hand, lingers and can be a sign that your blood isn't carrying enough oxygen to meet even the most basic demands. This persistent need for more air is a red flag because it suggests that your body is struggling to perform its basic functions due to a lack of oxygen. It's a signal that shouldn't be ignored, as prolonged oxygen deprivation can lead to serious health complications. Persistent dizziness. Moving on to the second sign, persistent dizziness and weakness, we find another subtle yet concerning indicator of low oxygen levels. Dizziness, that feeling where the room seems to spin or your head feels unusually light, can be a result of inadequate oxygen reaching the brain. When the brain doesn't receive the oxygen it needs, it can't function properly, which may leave you feeling off balance or like you're about to faint. These symptoms can occur unexpectedly in situations where you're not exerting yourself. You might be sitting at your desk working on your computer when a wave of dizziness hits you. Or you could be doing light household chores when you suddenly need to sit down because your muscles just won't cooperate. These are moments that call for attention because they're not the norm. They're signs that your body is waving a white flag, signaling that something is off with your oxygen levels. Accelerated heart rate. The third sign that your blood may be running low on oxygen is an accelerated heart rate. Under normal circumstances, your heart rate reflects the rhythm of your body's demand for oxygen-rich blood. When you're at rest, your heart beats at a steady, measured pace. But when oxygen levels drop, it's like your heart recognizes a silent alarm. It starts to beat faster in an attempt to pump more blood, and consequently more oxygen, to your organs and tissues. This rapid heartbeat, medically known as tachycardia, can occur even when you're sitting still, without any physical trigger. It's your body's innate response to the decreased availability of oxygen. The heart compensates for low oxygen levels by increasing the speed of circulation, hoping to deliver what little oxygen is available more quickly to where it's needed. Muscle cramps and chest discomfort. The fourth sign is muscle cramps and chest discomfort, which can also be linked to inadequate oxygenation. Muscle cramps are sudden, involuntary contractions that can seize your muscles without warning. They can be a jarring sign that your muscles are literally crying out for more oxygen. Without sufficient oxygen, muscles cannot convert glucose into energy efficiently, leading to a buildup of lactic acid and subsequent cramping. Chest discomfort is another symptom that can arise from poor oxygenation. It may feel like pressure or a squeezing sensation in the chest, and it's often a result of the heart muscle itself being deprived of oxygen. This discomfort should always be taken seriously, as it can be a precursor to more severe cardiac events. Both muscle cramps and chest discomfort are your body's way of signaling that the oxygen supply is not meeting the demand. It's a direct response to the distress of your cells and organs that are not receiving the oxygen they need to function properly. This is particularly concerning when it comes to the heart, as it's an organ that relies heavily on a constant supply of oxygen to keep beating and supporting life. Feeling of heavy legs. The fifth sign that may indicate your blood is not carrying enough oxygen is the sensation of heavy legs. This feeling can be described as if your legs are weighed down, making even simple movements feel laborious. It's not just a fleeting tiredness after a long run or a strenuous workout. It's a persistent heaviness that doesn't seem to align with your level of activity or rest. This heaviness in the legs can be directly linked to oxygen deprivation. Muscles require a steady supply of oxygen to function optimally. When there is a shortfall, you may experience this sensation as a warning signal. It's as though your legs are sending a message that they aren't getting what they need to perform efficiently. Several lifestyle factors could contribute to this symptom. Sedentary behavior, for instance, can impede blood flow and, consequently, the delivery of oxygen to the lower extremities. Prolonged periods of sitting or standing in one position can exacerbate this sensation. Poor dietary choices may also play a role. Diets high in sodium can cause water retention, which can increase the feeling of heaviness in the legs. Additionally, insufficient hydration can lead to poor circulation, further contributing to this problem. Change in nails. The sixth sign involves changes in the appearance of your nails and skin, which can be subtle indicators of chronic oxygen deficiency. When your blood doesn't carry enough oxygen, it can lead to specific alterations in nail shape, such as clubbing. Clubbing involves the softening of the nail bed, with the nails becoming more convex and the tips of the fingers enlarging. It's a gradual process, but one that is quite telling of long-standing low oxygen levels. Changes in nail color can also be a sign to watch out for. Nails may take on a starkly pale color or, conversely, become bluish if the blood is very low in oxygen. These color changes are due to the blood's reduced capacity to carry oxygen, and the discoloration is a visual cue of this deficiency. Cyanosis. The seventh sign of low oxygen levels in the blood is a blue tinge to the skin, a condition known medically as cyanosis. Cyanosis occurs when there is an increased amount of deoxygenated hemoglobin in the blood, which gives the blood, and consequently the skin, a bluish appearance. This is a stark indicator that the oxygen levels in the blood are not just low but critically so, and the body's tissues are not receiving enough oxygen to maintain normal function. Cyanosis is most readily apparent in areas with thinner skin, where blood vessels are more prominent. This includes the lips, gums, and the skin around the eyes. It can also be seen in the fingertips and toes, where the blood flow is more peripheral and can be a clear visual cue of oxygen deprivation. In darker-skinned individuals, the discoloration may be less apparent in the skin and should be checked in the mucous membranes, such as the inside of the mouth or the lips, for a more accurate indication. Confusion. The eighth sign, which is a direct consequence of low oxygen levels affecting brain function, is confusion and difficulty concentrating. The brain is an organ with one of the highest demands for oxygen because it uses around 20% of the body's oxygen supply. When the oxygen supply is compromised, cognitive functions can be impaired. This can manifest as difficulty in concentrating, problems with memory, and an overall state of confusion. Tasks that were once easy and routine can become challenging, and decision-making can be significantly affected. These mental changes are particularly concerning because they can impact daily life and can also be a sign of more serious health issues. It's not uncommon for individuals with low oxygen levels to report feeling disoriented or unable to focus, which can be especially dangerous when performing tasks that require attention, such as driving or operating machinery. And there you have it, folks. 8 signs that your body might be running on the lower side of oxygen, and some life-changing tips to keep those levels soaring high. Remember, your body is an incredible machine that knows how to signal when it needs attention. So, keep an ear out for what it's telling you, and don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional if you're experiencing any of these signs. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content. Until next time, stay aware, stay healthy, and be a true wellness warrior.